Hi, and welcome along to this revision session. We're just looking at this question here: how did Hitler consolidate his power between January 1933 and August 1934? That should be a question mark there. Okay, so sometimes this word consolidate can cause problems and people don't understand it. It just means, how did Hitler strengthen his hold over Germany? How did he strengthen his position between January 1933 and August 1934? And really, this is talking about Hitler going from being Chancellor in 1933 to Führer or dictator by 1934. And so this is a great question to get in an exam, because there's an easy way to remember all the steps that Hitler took to become, excuse me, dictator. And the way we remember it is by using this memory phase, which goes rigged German election leads to psychopath Nazi dictator. Okay, so rigged German election leads to psychopath Nazi dictator. Okay, so the R in this refers to the Reichstag fire. So in February 1934, the Reichstag was set on fire, and Hitler automatically used this as a way of getting Hindenburg to decree the law for the protection of people and state. And that allowed Hitler to attack his enemies, the communists. He rounded them up, he placed them under arrest, he listened to their phone calls, had their mail intercepted. And all of this was helped Hitler in the election, which was to happen the next month in March 1933. That general election of March 1933 saw the Nazis win 44% of the vote. Now, Hitler had hoped to get at least 50% of the vote. However, he joined with another party, and that gave him a small majority in the Reichstag, enabling Hitler now to pass really any law that he likes. The E stands for the enabling law. In March 1933, Hitler wanted an enabling law passed. This gave him the power to rule Germany through decree for 4 years. It meant he didn't have to ask the Reichstag for permission to make a new law. Now, in order to get that passed, Hindenburg, who was the president, said that Hitler needed 2/3 of the Reichstag to support him. So during the vote on the enabling law, the SA surrounded the hall and intimidated the politicians to make sure that they passed the enabling law. Once Hitler has the enabling law passed, this is a really, really important time now, because everything after this then he can do legally. So the L stands for local government. All the local governments in Germany were done away with and reconfigured under Nazi leaders. So, for example, you would have had governments in areas like Prussia, in areas like Bavaria, and these governments now were all put under Nazi control. The T there stands for trade unions. On the 2nd of May 1933, Hitler done away with trade unions. He banned trade unions and replaced them with the DAF under Robert Ley. And now this meant that all workers' organisations were under his control. This was important because strikes had been used in the past against governments which were unpopular, and Hitler needed to get control of the workers. The P there stands for political parties. So a law was introduced to ban political parties. Okay. The N stands for the Night of the Long Knives. Now, this is a real important event, and you should really know the key details about this, and maybe we'll do a separate video on it. But the Night of the Long Knives was Hitler's way of dealing with problems within his own party, especially from the SA, who were threatening a second revolution. The SA leader, Ernst Röhm, was asking Hitler if he could become the leader of the German army. And the SA were a very, very big group, 3 million members by this stage, and Hitler needed to get them under control. Finally, the D there is the death of Hindenburg. Hindenburg dies in August 1934, and this is a great of great benefit to Hitler, because when Hindenburg dies, he's able to combine the offices of Chancellor and President into a new office of Führer. Also, with the death of Hindenburg, the army swears an oath of loyalty to Hitler, and Hitler now has complete control. So hopefully that helps you answer a question like this, and if this come up in the exam, you should be delighted. Okay, so we will get another video made on the Night of the Long Knives, and we'll leave it there. Thank you.